Yeah, I can't.
Yep, I paused it.
Oh, so we can be quiet. We don't be like the last one. Your phone. Oh, okay, wait.
You're listening to the Podcast Detroit Network. Visit www.podcastdetroit.com for more information.
And you're good.
Hey, welcome. I cannot hear nothing. I'm like, I cannot hear nothing. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Ladies with Mimosas. Woo!
Oh, guess who's back?
Okay. Right. We got Kendall, but now we're missing Aaliyah. So,
yes. But we got a bonus.
Yes, we have a guest star. We got Tiana.
Yes. Welcome.
Yes, our first guest star. Woo!
I'm happy to be with y'all today.
Yes.
Welcome. Here we go.
Yes. Okay. So, the question of the day: should a man pay majority of the bills, / rent, or should it be 50-50? What do y'all think?
I think as individuals, obviously we have our own bills. When you get into a relationship, if you own a house together, own entities together, I think that you should pay those things together, but handle your own bills separately. I would never, if I moved in with Keon, I would expect her to pay, $400. If the rent's $800, I'm expecting her to pay, $400 plus cover her own,
but I ain't fucking you.
Correct.
Now listen, don't go with that. Correct. You just use it as an example. God damn it.
Okay, as the lesbian of the crew,
I'm dead.
Oh man. Even if you are fucking, you should still be responsible for your personal
personal
bills.
Right. So personal bills is like what? Your phone bill.
Right, exactly.
Because I pay my own phone bill.
Like if you got
my
a car note or your
my car.
If you hit a rough patch and I had an unexpected car expense, and maybe my significant other's gonna catch rent that month for me. Like
it happens.
That has happened.
Well, I am the devil's advocate. 50-50 for me.
Not you stole my role for this topic.
You let
us
she has it in her bio, devil's advocate. I'm 50-50. Personally, I feel like when you get comfortable with somebody doing most things for you, especially something as an adult, as being so responsible for your own bills, you get to a comfortable place where somebody can easily resent you and say that they want to pull out and then you have to start over. And I think a lot of women get in that position where they're saying, well, hold on, let me get it together. And they never really do because they're used to someone taking care of them. Now, if you're the type of woman who could be strong enough to still work as hard as if you're going to pay your own bills and you have a partner that pays 80% and you pay 20%,
but you still,
then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like if you a real hustler, you just
sometimes not always
right.
That's true.
Yeah, but I also feel like too, I say 50-50 because a lot of times people feel that a man is to protect and to provide, and then a woman is supposed to nurture and take care of all the household. I feel like if you wasn't with me, you would still have to do the same things as if I wasn't here.
Exactly.
So the thing is, don't be
that.
dependent on me to do it because you feel like you pay a majority of the bill, so you feel like this is my role now. Well, you ain't doing nothing. Why you ain't do it?
Because what you would do
that's when that come in.
Hear that.
Right, because what you would do if I wasn't here?
You hear me?
You would be cooking your own food or probably ordering your own food.
Ordering.
You would learn to adapt. You ain't gonna go hungry. You're not gonna. Now you getting here. Now you got a servant. You pay majority of the bills. Now I pay the water bill and the gas bill, but you over here like, well, look, you ain't wash my stuff. You ain't iron my shirt. No. You didn't get my dinner ready. You know what I'm saying? You ain't packed my lunch for me.
That's too much.
You know what I'm saying? No, because the thing is this, a lot of men expect that.
They do.
Which is that cater to you mentality when they doing all of that other stuff. Well, I'm making it easy for you. You ain't got to go to no job, but you got it easier than me because you don't have to do all the little mundane things.
Right, exactly.
Okay, I'm going to do devil's advocate again. So what if your man, or whomever you're with,
right?
Like you said, like they would expect you, but you know how some men come off with that that aggressive rule. Like with your man is like, baby, you know, is being like real sweet and genuine with his words because it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right. You're being deceived. I'm not even about to play with you. You deceiving. Don't play with me. You said what you said. No matter how you said it. Right. Now you get more flies with honey than you do with the vinegar. But I'm saying though, no.
Because every man not an asshole.
No.
That's
but
true.
it don't matter. But every
woman
woman is not attentive neither.
That's true.
Every woman is not easily persuaded to say, "I want to submit to you in this way."
Know who he with.
Before you gotta know your partner.
What's gonna happen with everything?
With everything, you gotta know your partner.
Right.
Yeah, I make that easier said than done because another thing is what being a devil's advocate is. When you growing as a person, like I tell my mother, you will never know yourself fully until you get to the end of your lifespan. Okay, so the thing of it is when you're in a relationship, you constantly growing from each experience, each emotion, each thing that you go through. So the thing is, who you ended up with first is not who you're gonna end up with later. Right. Even if it's the same person. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody exactly, but you change. You know what I'm saying? People come with that, and it's like you should expect that growth. You know what I'm saying? You should never expect regression on somebody's behalf, but progress. You know what I'm saying? So, no, 50-50 for me. I'm sorry.
Well, that goes into our other topic about the love languages because it's all about how you
That's what I was going to say.
Talk to them, how you treat them. Because if you treat me shitty, I'm about to cook clean nothing.
Nothing.
Not at all. If you treat me right,
give
you spoiling. Not spoiling me as far as like paying for the bills, but if you like treating me good, you giving me massage when I come home, like you treat me a queen.
Treat me like the queen.
And you know, I might cook a little.
I'm gonna cook a scramble. I'm gonna massage a little.
You be motivated.
I'm gonna love you.
You might get a T-bone.
When I tell you, I have never rubbed a man's feet before.
Yeah. No. Here it comes.
we don't do that over here. You know what I'm saying?
I would.
No,
my man, I would.
But my man,
she done did that. She done did that.
My man, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on who you with. Right? Yeah, you gotta know your partner. That's true. You gotta know your partner.
That kind of take us back to the last episode though of being with different people. Bring out different stuff in you. You know what I'm saying? Make you feel different because everybody got their own vibe, their own aura, their own language that they connect with you on. So you always got somebody different to bring out something else in you that you never had. You know what I mean? Because whereas you might be a little bit more reserved with somebody else because they don't require all that, somebody might make you be 100% of yourself all the time, which is the good, bad, the beautiful, and the ugly.
Right. All right, y'all.
You know.
Okay. That's true. So yeah, the 5 love languages. Do everybody know they 5 love languages? Y'all know what the
I don't know if I got necessarily 5.
So mine are words of affirmation.
It is 5.
Yeah, it is 5.
Yeah. But I'm talking about for me personally.
You don't know which one yours is?
Yes, I do. No.
As the Cancer in me, all of them is my love language because I'm just emotional and I'm just nurturing. I'm nurturing. I can relate to all of these.
Cancer in me, I'm like,
but I feel like the top 2 for me will obviously be physical touch and acts of service. Yeah. I love doing and catering to my partner.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's like that just.
My first one was acts of service, and then my second 2 they were both tied: quality time and physical touch. And I was like, yeah, that's true. Because I feel like words of affirmation. I first thought being me that I would be a words of affirmation type of person, but I'm not because I don't want to hear the words. I want to see the action.
That's what I'm trying to say because I hear you. I hear what you're talking about. But what are you doing?
Right?
Don't talk me to death.
So then when I seen it was acts of service, I'm like, yup, because I don't want to hear that shit.
The only thing that go with affirmation is when we need clarification and clarity.
Yes.
That's the only thing I feel like that will.
Well, I just want to let the audience know these are the Cancer sisters. If you forgot.
That's why I said
so of course they're gonna relate. Just saying that.
You know, PSA. Okay, Miss Taurus.
That's right.
Give it to us. What you got?
For me, I really more so got probably 3 love languages. Now the other 2 is probably really just bonuses to make, I love things to be complete. But I love words of affirmation and services as well and physical touch. I mean, gifts are okay. I don't have to be showered, but if I do something for you and I go out of my way, I expect for you to be the same.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I put it out there. I know that necessarily you might not be the same way that I am, but if I do it, And I hate to say this because it has a bad connotation behind it.
Like you're doing it just to get something.
No. I hate to say it, even though it applies to me. You know, the tit for tat thing, because it has a bad connotation behind it. People feel like you shouldn't be tit for tat, but the thing is this. When they say, if you scratch my back, I scratch yours, that's tit for tat. You know what I'm saying? And when they say, what you do for me, I'll do for you. I'll do in return. You know what I'm saying? It's a give or take. It's just worded differently. You know what I'm saying? And that's wording it nice to say, I'm not being tit for tat. But you really are. Because a relationship is what they say, compromise. Compromising is being there to be able to give what you want and we'll give what I want. So the thing is, if I go out of my way to say that I'm being thoughtful to you, and I say that I see that you need something or you really wanted it, I expect you to see me as the same way without me having to say it. Yeah. So I definitely be like the gifts thing. I'll be like, you could do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to have it, but you know.
All right, what about you, Casey?
That's crazy because Shaylee and I have the exact same 3 love languages. But I feel like mine is definitely the words of affirmation. I like somebody to recognize, you know, the work that I'm putting in. I like to feel good. Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, because I hate when somebody tell me, I show you I love you. I don't have to tell you. That pisses me off.
Yeah.
I want you to show me and tell me.
Gifts all day. I want to know how you genuinely.
I still want to hear it.
Hand me the gift with telling me I'm the world.
I want you to write it out. Be thoughtful.
But they ain't.
Because I would do it.
Right.
I'm that type.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I'm that type. Don't do that. They be like, I'll require all that. Don't try to dumb me down. I don't like that. I don't like that.
I do require it.
You know what I'm saying?
Do what I do. We gonna be happy too.
Okay,
so what about you?
Mine is acts of service and words of affirmation. Like I said, I want them together.
Yep.
You know,
they go hand in hand.
I know what I do. I know that's how I am. I'm the type that'll, hey, Big Daddy, how was your day?
Right. Yeah.
So I need that back. I need that same type of energy.
Same energy.
And then that also go with that physical touch too. You know what I'm saying?
So I noticed how nobody said quality time because we don't.
That's why I said it's a bonus for me. The gifts and the quality time is a bonus because them 3 is on the. You know what I'm saying? They might rotate depending, but I have to have those. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do your acts of service and your words of affirmation together, quality time, you might be doing something important. You know what I'm saying?
I want to spend time with you. That's why
I do want to spend time with you, but
physical touch because I feel like we got to be connecting. Like I know we ain't got to always be in each other's face to be connected. That's not what I'm saying. But when something is important to me, I make time for that something.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
You're important to me. I want to spend quality time with you. If I'm important to you, you should want to spend quality time with me. That's just how I like to be loved. You know
what they're saying is the cancers, they like it all.
All of them, but that's
all 5.
That's the last one
are important
because I feel like I'm just too independent. Like I don't have to spend every 5 seconds or minutes or even the day with you to know that I love you and I appreciate you. So I don't like to be like. I mean, I like to be like in your face and all that, but not all the time.
Right. I'm a tourist though. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind having a long time.
Right.
You know, the thing is, I'm gonna make sure that you know that you are important.
Yeah, right.
But
that's why I don't have to.
I'm gonna say right now, I'm spread so thin. You know what I'm saying? Like that it definitely brings up for me this week where I really had like a breaking point of being too busy for my spouse. You know what I'm saying? For my person, and I really felt bad about that. And where I was just like, you know, if I'm not being fair to him, then I feel like maybe I should just withdraw. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel that is fair to take up your time or you have you waiting in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's why
I'm trying to get
know who you being with.
Yeah.
You got
that determines everything.
But see, when you start a relationship, a lot of times, like when I started mine, I had the time. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing as many things. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not gonna last forever, but it's here right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're in the thick of things, like that time is so important.
But those are the conversations that people don't typically have.
Exactly.
Prior to getting with each other.
Exactly.
Talk about your goals, your aspirations, your dreams. Because now they're coming true. So I'm out.
We can't be together all the time. How would you manage that?
Right.
How would I manage that? These are the conversations that need to be had that don't nobody have. So when they're growing and hitting hit with life situations, they don't really know how to deal with them emotionally and cater to each other.
Right, exactly. So, but I just be feeling like when you're in a relationship period, you just got to be really ready to deal with all the changes. All of it. Because a person gonna change a million.
But that takes us back to the first topic where you not with the same person necessarily. You have the fundamentals of the person, and that's what's keeping you together. Right. But at the same time, that growth, and then I always call it the growing pains, because you get to a point where you may not feel like you are exactly who you want to be in a relationship, or they're not who they want to be. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you have to let that person grow with things. You know what I mean? And you still have to be able to be supportive of that. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And that's another reason why I don't feel like quality time will be at the top of my list, because I know in the relationship it's very important for you to have your own identity and have your own things going on, because if you get too wrapped up with yourself, you will lose yourself. And me being an Aquarius,
I'm so glad she said that.
Yeah, me being an Aquarius, we typically have that we don't connect type of role. But it's really not true. We choose not to connect because we care too much. And sometimes when you care more about a person than they care about themselves, you'll lose yourself trying to get them to see who they are. So we don't put that time. We don't. So I feel like in a relationship, you should always have that time for yourself. Don't focus too much about spending time with your spouse. Yes, you want to connect, but there's always.
But that's why it's a love language, so you can connect with them on a different way. You can always connect with them in another way.
Don't lose yourself is the important part.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times women, and then because we're naturally like that. And we're naturally seen as the weaker of the species, which is absurd because we take on so much shit.
Man, what?
But a lot of times, by them being the bigger, the more dominant energy in the relationship, yet the submissive, more weak, you know what I'm saying, of the relationship is supposed to be so attentive to them. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we feel like, well, I'm just, making sure I'm being what he want me to be, type deal.
Instead of being who you just are.
And who you're comfortable with being. Because who you with your friends with, it's totally different from who you with your spouse with.
Yeah, that's true too. You are, because I don't know what it is. You just be like,
I don't want him to see me like that. I don't want him to see me like that.
Then I do, like I will, but it's like.
And then as soon as he say something,
yep.
Let me withdraw. Let me withdraw.
Why are you yelling at me? Why you gotta yell?
What you mean you don't like it? Don't worry about it. I won't do it no more.
In the air and all that stuff.
Look, don't worry about it. I won't do it no more. Don't worry about it.
Just out there like.
Right. Yeah. He like, yeah, they got your ass out. Yeah, got your ass out.
Showing out. You're showing out.
Because I don't like that shit.
What do you mean? What did I do?
Nah, it's perfect because I ain't showing you that no more.
I'm just having fun.
Let me live my life.
My girl, I'm looking at my girls like, shh. He over there.
Don't come over here.
Be quiet.
Don't come over here, bitch. You're drunk.
Look, 3 or more is a crowd. Okay? You're about to out me. Don't do that.
That's true. That is, baby, true.
I would never.
Oh my God. Do you go clubbing with your man a lot?
Absolutely.
Really?
I'm different.
Yeah.
No, you got to. You have to.
But you know, Kalani in Aquarius, bro, and just how she is as a child, I could see her being like that.
Yeah.
Bro. She's gonna like I could see her being like, we having fun. Because we having fun
together. When I met my fiance, I told him exactly how I was. I was like over all the BS. So I was done with all of the games.
Put the cards on that table.
I laid first date. I said I'm trying to be taken care of because I know that's what I deserve. I know what I bring to I know what I bring to the table. I will take very good care of you. Do you want to do that?
Or no?
Shit, that's not how I need to come then.
Yep.
First date. Okay. First date, he said he knew from that day that he wanted to marry me off rip. Because I was so direct. We had uncomfortable conversations. Why did you break up with your ex? Tell me about that.
Why does she hate you? What you
What did you do?
We love to ask somebody else about their information. Then we always want to reserve our shit.
But no, I laid out all of my flaws.
If you're gonna do it, and that's all of that for me. I have to do you now.
I got a little.
I'm half-assed. I'm half-assed.
You can't half-ass. You said tip for tat.
I'm
Yeah,
a
you do
listen.
that little
I'm very
bad
good. I'm
little
an open book, but at the
attitude
same
real
time,
I go from 0 to 100. Can you deal with
my
that?
chapters
No.
might lack a little,
Got to.
detail sometimes.
I mean,
But then again, you know what, y'all? It boiled down to it depends
on
on
who you with.
Yep. It depends on who you with.
That's
I'm not
all.
everybody cup of tea.
Right.
I'm not.
At all.
Well, the thing is this.
I may look like it
Mhm.
because I have the
Right.
face, the body. Like
Mhm.
it's beyond that. I'm
Right.
very much to handle, and everybody can't handle that. Like, oh, you look.
Okay, I just want to ask y'all this because women love to be in the popularity vote. Every woman wants to be everybody's cup of tea.
I
Honestly,
definitely ain't.
this the thing. We always want to be able to tell somebody, "I see you looking." No, we love to be like that, but at the same time, I want all eyes on me.
Yeah.
Women are like that everywhere they go. I want all eyes on me.
Not all the time.
Not
'Cause
all the
sometimes I don't want to be
time.
bothered.
Okay, first of
But
all,
majority
ain't
of the
nobody
time.
talking about when y'all at Home Depot and grocery shopping. But when y'all ass go out and y'all put y'all best on,
If me and you are out having drinks, just us having girl time talking, don't come over here asking what we about to do
Right.
next.
but see that go back to that no.
Oh yeah, no. Fuck
That go back to that no.
Sometimes they be
You're
trying
not
to
even
sit
coming
out.
next time. You're
I
not
done tried to sit
invited.
out during the COVID.
But see, no.
We watching that
COVID.
shit, bro. Don't come over here with that shit.
6 feet apart.
Listen,
I'm
that go back
recovering.
to
I'm
the woman being
recovering.
able to direct the conversation though. The woman always want to look like she that bitch all the time, but she want to be able to say yes or no.
Well, why
That's
would
just flat
we
out.
want to say yes or
Why
no?
not?
Why taking our power away?
See, I want to be in power all the time.
Why we can't have power?
Dictatorship.
Yeah.
You should be in control of your own person. I should be able to say yes or no. You should. I'm not about to let the next person dictate how I'm about to operate.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to just have drinks, coffee,
But
shots,
that's
and
but see
I
that's
be bothered.
different. But see that's different because you just in the moment. But see in
Yeah.
that moment, women all the time want to be out here like I got that, and I know you see it.
That's me.
Facts.
See,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
now, if you go
I'm an
into the
honest
situation
person.
just saying,
That's me.
like, oh, okay, I'm
Yeah.
sporty today.
I got
Now,
that.
everybody know
That's
for the most
me.
part, this is episode 5. Shay always has the titties out or
4.
something. Okay. Is it 4? Or I thought we did the upload
You
of
don't
4
have to be
already.
all the time. Sometimes you just want to just
Be
chill
chill.
and relax without always being
chill, right? Rah. Sometimes
Yeah,
I wanna be
rah-rah.
Sometimes when you
outside
get
with
dressed
this,
up, you
sometimes
get dressed up
for
yourself.
you. Not
You
for
was
them.
supposed to get up
Yeah,
just for
all the
yourself, but a
And
lot of
that's the
times,
thing, like when I get dressed up, I get dressed up because I want to feel
Right.
good. I
y'all
wanna feel
go
like
for
I
that
feel
because
good.
y'all be talking to y'all,
We be
to
talking
each
to
other.
No, I be talking to
But
myself. I'm like,
this the
"Ooh,
thing. We
yeah."
tell us ourselves, but that go back to the positive affirmations. No, that go back to the positive affirmation. I'm speaking well into myself. You know what I'm saying? All that. That's going in. You know what I'm saying?
Self-love.
But at the same time, as soon as you put your best foot forward, don't nobody say nothing.
Cheers to self
Cheers.
love.
Cheers.
Don't let these girls do that to y'all.
Self-
Don't let them do it.
Y'all hear this hate?
It's
Oh
not,
my
because
God.
baby, I'm out here listening. My shit was crafted just the same. Okay, it's just a little bit bigger right now, but it's crafted
You
just
know
the same.
what?
Okay, it's just a little bit more juice to go around.
Oh my god.
Cause I know when I go out sometimes like, nah, bitch, I know somebody gonna see this. You better say
Somebody
something.
better say
Somebody gonna
something.
see it. They might not say it. They gonna
I
see
just
it,
might want to
though.
entertain the
They
BS
gonna see
tonight.
it, though.
I know it's popping when as soon as I hit the door, somebody said, I said, oh, yeah.
See,
That's it.
she love it.
That's it.
That's what they want.
Like, then I had a mean face too. Like,
It be the I'm going to the
No,
bathroom.
I'm
I'm
like,
like, yeah. The bathroom. I just gotta go pee. What you mean? What?
yeah, that's what I'm chilling though.
They
Just
love
like,
it.
ooh,
The cheeks. Is it the
love
cheeks?
it. Yes, bitch.
Cause the cheeks is giving tonight. You hear me?
Okay. They give it what needs to
Just
be
so
gave.
you know.
All right.
Oh
Cause
my
soon as
God.
don't nobody say nothing, it's dry in here.
Right,
I think we should pick another
The
spot.
energy. It's the energy.
It's dry in here.
right. You want the vibes to be all the way together.
Y'all know what? I'm about to keep playing.
They hopping. Oh, I don't like what I see in here. Never mind. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
It's too quiet in here for me. I gotta go.
I'm ready to go.
Where the ghetto ratchetness at? Cause I don't like it in here.
They lame in here.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, they lame up in here. Oh my God.
Kareem made a comment.
Kareem, where you at?
So, at what point should a man approach a woman? Ooh, that's a
Awesome.
very good question.
Oh, I love to see it.
Okay.
Good morning, Kim.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kim. That's a good
Okay.
Hey,
I'm like,
Kim or
can I
Kareem?
answer that question? Or at
Yes,
least help answer the
answer it.
question?
Let's be honest. 'Cause
No.
I gotta-
Oh, go ahead. You the guest. Go ahead.
You sure? Okay.
Yes.
So women love to say like they want men to come correct or whatnot.
I love her for this right now.
It's a real contradiction because sometimes when men reach out to us, we typically fall into that.
Yeah.
Like, why do he keep texting me? Like, what? Can't you see I'm not interested? Like, why do we do that?
Because it go right back to that.
It throws guys off.
But it go right back to that. Oh, I just want to feel like I have the power. You hear me?
You ain't gonna take my power at all. Because I know what I am and I know what I can do. Okay, I got all the power.
What you gonna say, Kendall? What should a man approach a woman?
I was gonna kind of say something like in that ballpark, but I'll piggyback off that. So I feel like, okay, if you see a woman with her friends or even by herself, I feel like you need to kind of like read the signs. Does she seem like she's trying to conversate with other people? Right. Is she kind of just on her phone in her zone? Right. Is she kind of on, taking pictures on videos with her friends? She's kind of doing all that. I probably would not, because she's obviously busy doing her own. Don't interrupt negatively. Like don't interrupt. Like don't be, Hey. Right. I mean, I would be respectful and be like, hello, like hi. Like I ain't gonna be like, rude.
No, I'm not gonna be like, get away from me, peasant.
But I feel like you just need to.
Like, no, I'm never.
There's no real answer. I just feel like you just need to read the room. Yeah.
Read the room, and that's where I think they go wrong.
I don't agree with that.
Definitely, they don't read the body language like that. I guess
I don't agree with that because a lot of times, a woman might want you to approach her without looking like she's looking for your attention. Okay, so she might play on the phone because we don't got shit else to do but play on these phones all day. No way. You know what I'm saying? You got plenty to do. You ain't about to do it.
So how should you approach her?
The thing is, if she's with her friends, she having a good time. She's got a good attitude. You know what I'm saying? If you come and approach the table, yeah.
Hey, y'all. Excuse me, little mama. Can I buy you a drink? Because that will get my attention.
What are you?
This is the thing. If you come in, you say, "How y'all doing?"
How you come.
What bottle
can I buy you? What shot can I buy you?
Well, this is the thing. If she with her friends and you single her out, she gonna automatically get an attitude. Don't ignore my girls like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, how y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? I would like to buy y'all some shots. You know what I'm saying? Particularly you. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
why
then,
pay attention, man.
Particularly you. I just have my eye on you, but I don't want to neglect nobody else because I see you with your girls. You know what I'm saying? If you come correct with that, if you talk to her and she that type of bitch, she like you to talk strange to her. I'm loving what I see. You got that ass out. You know what I'm saying? Is she like that?
It depends on how drunk I am.
They love to see. You see?
I mean, that were completely different girls done.
Yeah. Listen, I see you got that top and that bottom. I'm loving all of what I see. You know what I'm saying? You go in and like that.
That throw me off.
Hell yeah, look.
Because you're coming very direct with you. He's saying, I like what you got. It's like,
I'm married. That's what I always say.
Oh my God.
I'm like,
but see, if she that type and that's what she like, then you know what I'm saying, she gonna keep messing with you. You know what I'm saying? But if you a morning guy, good morning, what you got going today? You know what I'm saying? Once you get the number,
it depends on the read the room. Does she look like she's a good morning, or she a?
No, you gotta talk to her a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? Because if she look you up and down, she got them eyes on you like that. Listen, if she let you in, she probably that type. She probably that type. Look, I don't mind kissing and tell on the first date. What did you saying?
If you can't read it, don't approach it.
You know,
that's it. If you can't get a good feel for what she got going on, don't even do it.
But I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of women, you know, on average for a man, they accepted the same thing from the man. The man don't have to do much. You know what I'm saying? And he get enough women doing the same thing. That's his own average. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I got 25% that didn't like that, but 75% was okay.
And we missed the ones then. That's why I said don't even approach.
I'm gonna try because you know what? You rejected me tonight, but homegirl over there said yes.
And they be consistent. It's some guys that are really consistent. Like I can't believe you had the
audacity,
right? Yeah,
the audacity.
Because now you curious.
Yeah.
Because now you carrying on. Now you curious.
And I'm gonna say, women always want to tell their friends and what they ain't gonna accept, and then you be looking at them, they be with that person so long, you can be like, what?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? What is it?
Is it that?
Why do you keep doing that?
Is it that thing?
It's stinging.
It's stinging. If it's stinging, it's stinging.
You gotta say it.
take the flaws and all.
She okay, whatever it's doing.
Okay, it's gotta be doing something.
You know, you be looking at her like, what? She just mesmerized. Why?
But that's the disconnect with women too, though. You know.
Well, you know, women honestly, you know, we like to think that
their
men are
homegirls.
secretive. They really ain't because they can't hold water. They like a bucket with a hole in it. For us, baby, it's like two buckets lined. We gonna hold back something. No matter what you see on the surface for your friends, they holding something at the bottom of this bucket.
That's that power in the buckets.
Listen, okay.
That power
in the buckets.
The power is in the buckets.
You look at your friend and you be like, wait, what? She be like, you don't need to know. Don't worry
Right,
about
like
it. Now that it almost got out. Don't worry about it. Go on, on to the next. Moving on.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I thought we was friends. We
personal.
friends, but you ain't had to know that.
When I feel like telling you, I shall.
Yeah.
You know?
But
I'm
I mean,
telling
you
you.
can have your own
Yeah.
personal shit. I
Yeah.
do. Look, I'm like, I don't tell nobody.
Prime
everything.
example of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't tell nobody everything about me.
Me
Like,
either.
why would I?
But I think that is, I think that
Exactly.
You know,
one, you
that's
don't
true.
think about everything that you
Right,
go
maybe
through
in the
to
past
tell
you're grown.
somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't think about every last thing to just be telling somebody. But then, you know, sometimes you get the courage to be like, man, listen, what you think?
Right.
You
Well,
know?
yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
What you think?
Compare apples to apples.
Right.
You know,
You ever
yeah.
dealt with this situation?
Right.
But women are very complex. So, you know, when you get it, you know, reading between the lines, you get the subtitles, and you get, you know, subs and doing all the notes and carrying on. Women have all that little stuff like a damn thesis. You know, you ain't got time to reread all the time.
She's right.
It's a thesis.
Just listen.
Oh, yeah.
You got the gist of it. That's all
With
you
the
need.
footnotes, the in-text,
You hear me?
citation.
Listen.
All
Like,
of
Women
it.
be very
know who's
complicated.
like-
And then we be mad that men don't want to take the time to deal with that.
You're not getting my sources. You can get the
Then we
thesis
tell
for
them,
sure.
just be glad I put you where I put you at. Be quiet. As soon as they want to know, you're doing too much. Now you put him in his place. He be like, see, that's why I don't even be. Yes, right.
Oh,
Soon as.
That's that Taurus. Like, okay, stubborn. Stubborn.
Listen.
Foot down.
Stubborn.
Stubborn. I'm a
Every
pretty
woman
stubborn
does
too, man.
it. Every woman
In a different
does
way.
it.
Yep.
They just don't say it outright like that, but that's how they be. Because men are so simple. Like it's what you see.
Stupid.
Well, it's stupid because they just be playing
They
with it.
are.
They
They're
almost
so
like
dumb,
it's
but-
almost like a kid. You know, kids just
No
you be
offense.
like, no. I'm
offense.
saying
They know
I'm about
it.
to
They
I'm
know
about
it.
to
They
explain
know
when
it.
I say that. A kid is very simple. A kid is what you see. A kid come over here and ask you, well, why you do a haircut? Ain't girls supposed to have hair? You know what I'm saying? A kid
Kids are
asks you
very
something like that.
transparent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't
which
know no better.
men are too. Just like I just said, the man that asked her later on, she got that top and that bottom. I see you get that out. You know what I'm saying? I just want to partake a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now he transparent. She might say something later on like, I ain't gonna hit him with the dick pic just yet. Hold on. Let me see. He ain't sent it to me. It's been a week.
We don't
Should
want
I ask or
unsolicited
I do.
penis pictures.
So I don't know.
That's
But
harassment. I don't like that. Sorry.
I don't like that.
Disagree.
I'm just not gonna send nothing back. But I would look.
No.
Don't get me wrong.
Mm-mm.
I will look. It's a catalog for me. I'm looking. You can send more than one.
I'm looking. I don't even know.
Don't just send me your best angle. What's it doing?
Absolutely true.
I'm blocking and reporting.
I'm definitely not.
Harassment.
I have
Amber
blocked.
That's
Yeah.
harassment. I don't want it. I didn't ask for
I
it.
have
I
blocked
did not
because
ask
I have
that.
had that happen to
Oh,
me
yeah.
on
And
social
then they
media.
got
And
them
I was
have
so
the nerve
shocked.
to put good morning.
I was so shocked.
You just
I
open
had
that shit.
Listen.
You're not
being
expecting
social
that.
Now
media.
wait a minute. Now if
So
I don't
shocked.
know you and you come off
That's
on
what
me
I'm
with it,
saying.
now, wait a
They
minute.
do
had
it.
that happen.
They do
But it's
it.
the equivalent of watching porn for real. Like you know,
No, it's not.
Yes, it
You
is.
consent to watch porn. I don't consent for you to send me your dick.
Yeah.
No.
It's porn because now look,
No.
I'm not gonna do nothing with it.
When I want to watch
This is
porn,
right.
I'm not going to do that. I typed in www.mxx.com.
I'm getting this shit for free right
That
here.
is not porn, Shayla.
Listen, it's personal.
That is completely wrong. No,
It's personal.
No,
I can't do nothing with it. You ain't even do nothing with it. It's a still shot.
no.
It's a
They be
still
doing
shot.
videos too. I'm like, ooh.
It's just like looking at a Playboy magazine, but for girls. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong
I
with
don't
you?
know you.
I be just
I don't
now the
never
only time
talk
I
to
really
you.
get an attitude about it though is if it's a piggly wiggly. It's little.
You know what?
I'm pissed.
All right.
You should have saved
Man
that.
of the world, send your penis pictures to
my
Shaylee
God.
Miles.
Nobody
Number
said
is
that.
313.
She will take all
Instagram name is
Not the
BEI. No, I'm kidding. before the man gets out.
Oh my God.
So I don't get beat up. Okay.
Or if he don't get beat up, shit. Fresh off that.
He waiting to whoop somebody's ass. Don't do that.
All right, what's the next topic?
I'm getting on track. I'm always on track.
Because I'm laughing like a mug.
Because I'm out of control.
Oh wait,
A spiral.
We got another question.
What did it say?
So it's a turn off when a man or woman.
Unsolicited.
Oh,
I'm sorry, unsolicited.
Yes, unsolicited.
I don't know you. Do not send that to me.
Not.
Yes.
Well, according to Shayla, she don't give a fuck.
creepy.
Okay, let me clarify. Let me clarify.
Shayla wants to know. I don't know.
Okay, let me clarify.
I will forward it to her for you. Okay, listen.
Okay, I'm just gonna say off the top, if I can't see your face, I don't want it. Secondly,
We need a side by side of a headshot of you.
listen, no. This is what you do. This is what you do. Okay, you take a picture from the bottom up. You know what I'm saying? That tilt
Belly button
that y'all
test.
do. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Secondly, listen, you need to do an introduction. Don't do that inherent because I'm gonna ignore it. Okay. Just
Okay,
let
that's
you guys
our requirements, you guys.
Yeah,
Heard 'em?
if
All
you just
right.
want me to gaze at it, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I am not gonna give you anything from over here. You know, so that's
Cool.
just
You
that.
know what? If they unsolicited, don't send them. If I didn't ask to see a damn dick, I don't want to see it. Don't even try to send it to me.
That's
Why
what
would
it
you
is.
thought you could? And I hate because they'll be watching my page. Like,
I'm
I know
like-
you see my page. You see, like
They
I'm
don't
married or
care.
whatever. And
I
y'all
think
still
like a
see
man.
it.
I don't
Why?
mind.
They don't
They
give
do
a
not
fuck.
care.
I
don't
think
even
like a
know
man.
you.
I think like a
And be
man.
like, good morning.
Excuse me. At least he said
I told you 3 times no.
At least he said something like, "Hey,
Good morning. Here's his dick.
love you, my man." Then okay, cool. Good morning. What?
How you doing?
Now see, it's not as exciting when I'm familiar with the dick. You know, it's not as exciting because I'm about to go over there and get it anyway.
She needs a new dick.
You know, just something different to
All
see.
right, do you? Okay, next one.
I'm about to ring that damn
Do you
bell.
ever feel guilty? Shut up. Someone about to ring the
Okay.
bell. Next topic. Do you ever feel guilty for neglecting your spouse for important reasons? I feel like that's a good one.
Wait, thank you.
I wouldn't. If it's important, then I wouldn't feel guilty.
No, exactly.
Right.
If it's not
If I'm trying to
important-
take care of my family or something or my business, like
You like,
no,
Mhm.
yeah.
I think
gotta
this is
take care
an
of
easier
me
question
first,
to
right?
ask if you will answer if you've never really been in this position. That's what I was getting at earlier about it because me having a lot of shit going on, especially right now, like I said earlier, it makes me not be able to really do all the little shit that I used to do because I'm one of them people that like details. You know what I'm saying? So what I can do, I'm doing it to the best of my ability, but at the same time, I feel like is my wow factor wearing off? You know what I'm saying? And I think that a lot of times when you are like growing with your person and you're really excited to be with them, and you know, it's always a magic there. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, it's always a magic there when you get to really connect with that person, especially finding out like new information. But like connecting with your partner and you don't really have the time to devote to it like that, that caused me to feel like super guilty. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm just like, am I being selfish? You know what I'm saying? Where of course this is not gonna last forever, but at the same time is time. You can't get that
time
back.
back.
So the thing is, how long should that person really wait for you to not be busy? You
I
know?
want to be there with advocate.
Yes, please.
So are you gonna stop what you're doing to accommodate that your partner?
Well, it depends on what it is. Honestly, I work a lot of long hours.
Are you
I
gonna
just-
Are you gonna shorten your business
Right,
hours?
are you
Just
gonna
asking
cut
for personal purposes.
Right.
I'm like, are you gonna stop
We
working?
gotta work. Do we gotta do a certain day?
Right, certain days of the week.
Okay.
Like, or would you stop, or
Right.
would you cut back to devote
More
time
to that relationship
because you feel the guiltiness? Like, would you ever?
Well,
consider?
right now it's hard, but then it's easy at the same time because as everybody know that I have a relationship that's pretty much long distance because my person is in a penitentiary.
Right.
So the thing is, it's really just about saying what you mean and doing what you say for real. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
all.
Because that's
Mean what you
all
say.
Right.
we really have to go on, and it's so many limited things that you can do with a person in the penitentiary to show them your affection and that you're there for them.
Because they're not
so
there physically.
Yeah, and so it makes it easier because you don't have that physical to really be having them rely on you like that to say, your ass always at work. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to think about that just yet. But at the same time, that still cuts in on my talk time. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. To where, a lot of people be like, oh, I like them calls in the middle of the day. I really don't have time for that because if I'm working on somebody, I don't have time to, you know what I'm saying? But then I've also bought a house. So, I'm still running around dealing with that and trying to get that together.
Ooh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Can't wait to the girls on the patio.
Ooh.
So, yes.
Not your glass, miss.
Okay, listen, clankety clank.
There you
For
go.
me.
Clank for her. Okay.
Right. Okay. Listen, love. Yeah, so it makes it more challenging, but for me, what I was willing to do, even though as bad as it hurt, just pull myself away and let that person be free to go ahead and do what they want to do. What they say?
If that person is important to you, you have to make time for them.
That's what I always.
Well, this is the thing. I do make time, but you get the first thing as soon as I wake up, you get that whole morning until I have to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Once I'm off work, you get the whole night as far as we could go. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm in the middle of the day and I tell you, okay, well, today
know who you with before you get with them.
What is the thing? That's why I said it's different. But no, it's different as long as you go with this person, because we going on 2 years, but we have both changed so much according to each other.
Still communicate and make sure that if you having these aspirations and it's something that you want to do, you should be able to communicate with them, and they should understand.
Well, he is very understanding. That's why we still together, because my thing is, I feel like people are so selfish to where they make the wrong sacrifices for things, whereas when it's the right time to sacrifice, they don't. So I was willing to sacrifice my happiness to let him be happy with somebody else, or let him just be free. You know what I'm saying? Rather than weighing you down and waiting for me, killing your time.
Right. You still never asked my question.
What's that?
Will you cut back time to spend time with him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I got Sunday, Mondays busy, but the house should be ready soon. So I love you. And Tauruses be so hard. Like, we be an open book until you get to that gooey part, and then we be like,
ooh. Don't run now.
We be like, don't run. No, like it's like a kid with a shot. Like, no.
So what do y'all consider though important reasons?
Okay.
Like, what's an important reason? Does it depend on person to person? What's important to them?
I think it depends on what lifestyle you get.
Right. If you because obviously we all got our own different lifestyles.
Yeah.
Right.
My lifestyle, I work a lot. I work at the hospital. I'm a medical assistant, and I'm in school. Mm-hmm. So study time, I'm taking biology. So that's very important to me. Because I didn't pass that class when I was physically in school. Yeah. So I need to pass this class. Yeah. That's important to me.
Yeah.
Right. So if you distracted me from my study time, I feel like I won't feel guilty because you should, what I'm going through right now.
And you know that this is important to me, so you should support me on what I'm doing.
I feel like we should support each other too, because, okay, maybe I need a break from studying. Let's go get a drink real quick. I won't feel guilty to where I feel like I'm crying and feeling bad, but I will feel some kind of way like, oh, maybe I should study Monday and Tuesday and kind of spend time with you this day and that day. I will, like he said, I will make time because it's important to them that we spend quality time.
But it also depends on if you got a needy person.
That's true. That's why you gotta know who you with. You gotta know who you with.
And you might have been able to accommodate that needy person in the beginning, but later on you might have just stuff start happening. Because I'm a single parent. You know what I'm saying? I still got to take care of myself so that I can be able to do everything else. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the house going, and I'm working and trying not to fail my clients in between still. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I'm not in my house, so I'm in an apartment. So I still have to do that to be able to pay bills and take care of, you know what I'm saying? Because at this point, we like a little family of 3. So it's right now, it's me. You know what I'm saying?
That's so cute.
My kid. I know Keon told me yesterday, I can't imagine you crying. I'm always crying on him. It's terrible.
I know, I cannot. I really cannot.
I don't think Keon has ever seen me cry, and I've known her since she was like 14.
Yeah, no.
I am 32.
She done seen me cry.
Yeah. And I be there like, it's okay.
Look, let me be drunk.
It's okay.
Okay. So Next topic. This is gonna be a good one for you.
Look, we
Tiana.
gotta start doing this.
And you,
Yeah.
you too.
Because y'all the entrepreneur.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
how hard is it being a black female entrepreneur and just a female entrepreneur? Period.
I'm gonna let our guests go with it
or
first.
trying
Right,
to become
jump
a
in.
female entrepreneur. You know.
Mama
Talk, sis.
It is not as easy as everyone likes to make it out to be.
Oh, I can believe you. I ain't gonna
It took me 4 years to start my business. I had already had entrepreneurial background from my mom, who's an entrepreneur. So she gave me all the tools, all the keys. But of course, life, you know how that goes. I went on a different path. So when I decided to come back to entrepreneurship, I had so much going on. It just was hard to manage dedicating time. I had gotten into a car accident.
Ooh, not those.
Yes, the car accident sat me completely down. When I was working a job, I couldn't really focus on starting my business. But luckily, my life was good. I was able to sit down with this little accident. I dedicated all of that time to starting my business. I was able to do my business. Man,
but it'll be a blessing.
But it was a
blessing in disguise.
People don't have that time to really sit down, start a business plan, look at their market, figure all that stuff out before starting their business.
They just say, I'm going to do it because Twitter told me to do it.
I was able to build up connections.
Right, because you were down.
Exactly. So when I was ready to really go forward, I had a platform already built. So that's a little way that I took it. But I know, as me being a graphic designer and also an e-commerce coach, I tell all of my clients, take your time, because it is not easy, especially as a female, because off rip you get in the stigma of being a black business. I don't support black business. This is why I don't support black business.
Oh, that's
you
so
know what
true.
I'm saying? So you have to be professional. We got to carry that, right?
Yes.
And then on top of that, we're women. No one wants to take us serious.
Nope.
No one wants to take us serious.
Fine.
And if we do demand that power as being a black woman-owned business, we're a bitch. They don't want to work with us. We're too difficult.
You're too emotional.
We're too emotional. So it's really hard. And I tell my clients that don't think that it's going to be easy. That's why businesses fail within the first year. Because you have to keep going at it. It's tough. It's tough. It really is. But once you cross that bridge, everything is just up from there. Everything.
We have another comment from a previous topic. I don't know if y'all seen it or not.
Oh, no, I don't see it. I feel that if you are in a relationship or marriage, you have to compromise.
I agree.
Yes.
I don't agree with that.
I agree.
Not you don't agree.
Yes, you
I
have to.
I'm one of them people.
How you not gonna compromise? That's that Taurus. She's being stubborn, you guys. You got to get out of that.
No, I don't agree with that. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna
No, because
compromise.
I feel like a lot of times it goes back into that you're gonna lose yourself type thing.
Yeah.
I think that when you're ready to be with someone, certain things you give up off rip before you get a chance to get in there for them to tell you to do it. Because you gonna get into it and say, you know what I'm saying, I know that this is something that, because I'm single, I could do. You know what I'm saying? But if you walk into a relationship with a single mind, you gonna keep doing shit. And they gonna tell you, well, don't you think you should get at it because we together?
I also would like to say, when people say compromise, it's always a negative. You don't have to. Negative doesn't always mean you lose yourself or lose a part of you.
You shouldn't.
People always be like, I shouldn't have, not to talk about you. Whatever. I'm just saying, like, people like in general.
You have to change
compromise. You don't have to change who you are.
No.
It just changes how you operate.
But see, in a positive way that I see it is when you get ready to go into a relationship, like say, you've been kicking it with somebody because you really should try and date somebody. So where you should just be trying to get that shit time so that you can say, okay, I'm accommodating this. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're single, you do things differently. You know what I'm saying? When you do things, you do things differently because you're by yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you automatically give things up when you get ready to go with somebody else. That is compromise, which that is the positive because you're growing to do something different to be two, to be together. But a lot of times
and sometimes it's not always for the worse. Sometimes your spouse will change you for the better.
But when you get into a relationship, sometimes you have things that you didn't even know that you needed to give up.
Right.
And the other person sees that. And then also too is, but a lot of times in order. And I think that people fail to realize is when they get going with somebody, the person is kind of controlling Because a lot of things dictate that.
There's
Anger,
a thin line
jealousy,
between-
envy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just that, loneliness, where people
Control
don't
and
really
just-
realize that they be facing
we
that when
know.
they're in a relationship
It's
with
a thin
somebody.
line.
So it's a lot of times, well, I don't feel like you should be doing that. And in order to make this person happy, you give it up.
Right.
Right.
Now that's
That's the
losing yourself.
negative.
That's
Right.
losing yourself.
That's
That's
the
the
negative end
control.
of compromising,
That's
though.
controlling.
So I think that it's better off to just say that before you get into that relationship, to really say it's a sticking point to this is what you're going to do. And certain things you need to give up from being single and to be with
Kim
somebody.
said, "You ladies have a good day."
Oh, you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we on our way out. We got a last question or no?
Oh, she got to finish. Oh, go back to your topic. I'm sorry. We just started.
The
Oh,
entrepreneurship
me.
topic.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, it's not as easy as it's perceived to be, because everyone is starting businesses.
Yeah,
everyone is
right.
doing them at different financial levels.
Mhm.
So you have to understand that as well.
Mhm.
And like I said, it took me 4 years to start my business. A lot of it was procrastination, but most of it was really just me focusing on planning everything out, doing my research, what my market is,
Mhm.
and everything like that.
So
because
really having a chance to do your background.
exactly.
Right.
You kind of
So-
got like a head start
Yeah.
when you launch your business, and that's the only thing that I recommend all my clients. Take your time.
Right.
Don't
your
look
plan.
at Susie, because
Right.
Susie
Right.
might be way ahead of you.
Yeah.
Focus
Figure
here
you.
and figure out what your market is, so you can surpass Susie.
Yeah.
You don't have to double back.
Right.
Right,
Exactly. What's your take, Shay? 'Cause you a hairstylist, so you
Yeah.
kind of trained
We
in
doing the makeup and
Yeah.
I'm just trying
Jack
to
of all
get you guys,
trades.
but I always keep a little size to the back pocket. I'm gonna say this. I have been in the industry for hair since I was 21, really, honestly, and I let it deter me for a long time till I was about 25, 26. You know what I mean? When I could have done it, but I just felt like I was gonna take so much work, this and that. And then too, just having people who do believe in you, and then people who don't, because a lot of times I think negative connotations have more of an impact sometimes than
People keep
positive.
telling you can't do it. It's gonna motivate you.
Yeah.
It
to do
should,
it.
it should,
Not
but
all
I'm
the
gonna tell you
time,
something.
yeah.
Yeah,
Some
it
people take
should,
that to
but
heart and take it in a negative.
yeah, but
direction.
a lot of times we look for gratitude or gratification out of people to pursue something. But the thing is, if you feel like you had a talent or you feel like you really can do
That's that
something and
power
you're
that you
already
got.
doing it, yeah, you're already doing it. The thing is, the hardest thing is to keep going when it's a baby. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like you're looking for instant success, because you feel
Right.
like people say, oh, you're great, and you feel like that should be enough to
Reflecting.
propel you to be where you want to be, in your
But it
career
ain't.
or in your business, whatever you're doing. And a lot of times I think it's just really having your own self to be able to motivate you enough to be like, I got to keep going. Because in the beginning, I just was trying to build my brand, and I've been at it going on 5 years, and I'm behind the chair. So I'm getting it together here.
All right. Love to hear the tea.
Yeah, and like now I'm super busy, whereas I could kind of control things a little bit more. But it's just you don't want to fail your business, and this is something that I've always seen myself doing. So I think that's something that an entrepreneur should always keep at the forefront of their mind, and that helps you to stay humble too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you can get where you want to be, and a lot of times people get the big head to act like they can't do no better than they doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it helps you to stay there and to
But
keep things going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep growing.
You
Instead of
definitely
thinking
have
like
to
I'm
have
mad.
that determination.
Right.
Because if it wasn't for that car accident that I was telling you about, I found out I was pregnant with that car accident. I didn't even know I was pregnant.
Oh.
So it wasn't until the end.
They
where it
do
was
gotta
like,
give you the
Yep.
pregnancy.
Mhm.
I
I was
was
like,
give you any narcotics or
what?
anything like that.
Yeah.
do you mean?
Yeah.
So they were
Excuse
like,
me?
oh yeah, you gotta sit down. You're on bed rest. You can't do nothing.
Oh.
I had all of that time to really sit and be like,
Reflect.
You got a baby coming.
Right.
You're trying
how
to
can
do
I
this.
tell her
How can
to go after everything if I'm sitting not doing it for myself? So I was like, oh
Lead by
yeah,
example.
I have to do this. I have to, no matter who's behind me cheering me on, I gotta do this.
Gotta have that
And
And that's
passion.
like the drive that keeps
That
me
passion.
that keeps me going now.
Yeah.
Now that my
Yeah.
businesses are growing, it's all for my kids because now
Yeah.
I'm leaving something for
to
them. So
Yes.
you gotta have
great.
Promote them businesses. What you got going on?
Yeah.
So I am the CEO of Shop She Inspired. It is a clothing store at Shop She Inspired for women's clothing. Check me out. I got a great sale going on. Catch that before that ends.
Okay.
Also, I am a graphic designer, Inspired Media. You can check me out at inspireddesigngraphics.com. Websites, logos, social media content, all of that. I got you
I'm about to have to
covered.
hit you up then.
Oh yeah, I got one more
Mhm.
for you. I got one more for
Plug
you.
them all.
Also, check me out at tianamichelle.com. That's my personal blog. I also give out e-commerce coaching. So if you are a female entrepreneur looking to start your own business, definitely hit me up. I can get you set up from start to finish.
Hello.
She got it.
That is it. I love to see it.
I love it. So
Yes.
thanks everybody for watching Ladies with Mimosas today.
Ooh, ooh.
Y'all
Yeah.
had as much fun as we had. We had commenters today. That's
Yeah.
exciting. We had a
Yeah.
guest today. That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Elevate.
Okay, we
Elevate.
elevate, and then this is just episode 4.
That's
So
it. That's crazy.
Okay.
that's it. Obviously, Easter's next weekend, so everybody have a happy Easter.
Aw.
And thanks.
Aw.
Well, I love that one.
That was fun.
I had so much fun.